Hey, what's going on, guys? So many people have asked me where my Terraformars reviews went, and I mean, it got to the point where people have been messaging me damn near every day asking, because after my first review of the first episode, I haven't made any more, and here's why. It's sad to say, but the censorship just ruined this anime for me. Now, you guys know that I don't really care about censorship that much. Like in Tokyo Ghoul, it was there, but you could still tell what was going on, and it wasn't really a problem. And in other animes, there's censorship in almost all animes that are being shown weekly, but I mean, the censorship in this anime is just ungodlike. I mean, to the point where it's just black for like 3 or 4 seconds, and I honestly couldn't tell what was going on. I couldn't tell what was happening to who or who was doing what, and I believe it was in episode 2 or 3, there were like 3 bodies, and there were just 3 black circles around where their heads are. So I'm like, I've never seen censorship of this level to the point where you cannot tell what's happening in multiple parts. So that just ruined the immersion of this show to me, and I started to read the manga, because I really did dig the art design. I liked the plot. It seemed very interesting, and I didn't want to give up on the series entirely, so I switched over to the manga, and then I decided I'll go back and watch the episodes later on, so at least I'll know what's happening then. But out of nowhere, the censorship got canceled. I guess so many people complained because it was a problem. Like, you guys may know what's going on, if you've read the manga before, or you just have a better imagination than me, but I honestly cannot tell what was going on in some parts, so I just dropped it. But they dropped censorship, and I'm like, fuck, I should have waited. If they had announced this earlier, I would not have spoiled myself on some events in the manga. So now I'm going to start reviewing the anime, but it kind of sucks because, like I said, I've read the manga. I'm not sure what chapter I'm on, but I'm well after this part in the anime now, so I've spoiled myself on quite a bit. But I wish I would have known, because I would have just rolled along with the anime. Not only because the censorship is gone now, but now I can actually give you guys a review and not sound stupid because I know what's going on. Because like I said, it was damn near impossible to tell what was going on in some scenes, simply because like the black sticker covered up 99% of the screen. There was like one small corner that was still colored. But this episode was just so sad. Just seeing Marcos crying over her like almost the first half of the episode, and the ending, like the last 10 minutes of the previous episode, it really sucks because it's completely obvious that he really liked her. Just all the flashbacks, and one especially got to me when she said, I want to go to Mars. And then the first thing that happens when she gets to Mars is she dies. And you can tell that really got them. And Michelle is a fucking badass. To my surprise, the blast ant is an actual thing. As soon as I read that in the manga, I was like, dawg, this has to be made up. I did a little Google search, and there are actually ants that explode. They actually have this self-destruct thing in them. I'm like, really? Like, what the fuck kind of self-defense mechanism is that? I mean, to blow yourself up? And Akari is just a badass. My favorite part has to be when he threw, I think it was a rock, past the roach, and then he had his string attached to it and pulled it back and just fucked him up that way. That was epic. And the thing about Akari is, up until this point, we, in the very first episode, we were shown this crazy ass transformation that he could undergo without the medicine, but there's a downside to it. He just goes completely animalistic and berserk when he doesn't take the medicine and transforms, whereas when he does, he's more poised and can focus, and like he says, he can clearly see everything. So in my opinion, I believe later on there's going to be benefits to both. Like, when it's time to focus, I believe that, it's going to be time to focus. Like, he has to concentrate on this overwhelming obstacle that's in front of him. Whereas when it's time to go berserk and there's just a lot of enemies around him, or like if he needs that extra strength, he can go berserk and he could transform right then and there and just tear some shit up. And at the very end of this episode, Michelle gets grabbed, and then there's like a super roach sitting on top of the ship, and I really wish I did not spoil myself on what's about to happen next. God damn. But I really like how the captain says to Marcos, hey, we're about to fuck these roaches up. We're going to beat a majority of their asses and leave a few of them alive if they're still breathing after we fuck them up. There were a lot of flashbacks in this episode, but I can't be mad because Sheila's death really was out of nowhere. It just happened so fast, and it was very impactful to more than just one character. But Akari is so fucking kind-hearted. That scene, God, I cannot remember that boy's name for the life of me, but it is a boy. He looks kind of feminine, but he is a boy. But that scene, I don't know why, but that just really made me respect Akari so much more. You know, not that I had anything against him. He just seemed like, you know, a badass at first. But now, seeing that he's a badass and has a heart of gold, damn, man, this dude is awesome. So what do you guys think? Do you think that when they get back from this fucked up trip, do you think he's actually going to be able to help that boy? Or do you think he's going to be gone by the time he gets back? Tell me what you guys think. This has been jbDAuchiha. Definitely look forward to my reviews of this anime from now on. I'm back on it. You know, like I said, it's not just because of the censorship. It's just I couldn't give you guys a review of some of the action parts because I honestly could not tell what was going on. But like I said, maybe you guys did because you read the manga first or because you have a better imagination than I do. But tell me what you guys think. This has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.